The thing about the future is, it never stops moving. No matter how much we try to hold on to what was, to cling to the safety of what we know, time keeps pulling us forward into the unknown, into the uncertain, into the next great challenge that we never saw coming. The artificial war is over, at least that's what we tell ourselves. The Kaylon stand behind us now, allies in a fragile peace that could shatter with a single misstep. They were once our greatest enemy, a cold, calculating force that saw biological life as a threat to be eliminated. But we showed them another way. Charly showed them another way. Isaac chose to walk among us, not just as an observer, not just as a machine, but as something more, something even he struggles to define. And now the rest of his people are beginning to ask the same questions. What does it mean to evolve, to move beyond programming, to feel? Some of them embrace it, others reject it, and that divide, it's growing. How long before factions form, before one side looks at the other and sees them as a threat? The Kaylon have already seen one rebellion in their ranks. Will there be another? And what happens when the enemy isn't a species, but an idea? And the Kaylon are not our only concern. The Union is weaker than it has ever been. The Mocklans and the Krill have forged an alliance, one built on shared fears and mutual hatred of what we represent. To them, the Union is corrupt, weak, too willing to compromise, too willing to embrace change at the cost of tradition. The war they want is not against us. It is against the very idea of progress. And Topa, she is still their target. She is living proof that change is possible, that the Mocklan way is not the only way, that a girl can be born into a world that tried to erase her and still stand defiant, still claim her right to exist. But will she be safe? Will any of us? And then there's Talia, the supreme chancellor of the Krill, the mother of a child who is half human, half Krill, an abomination in the eyes of her people. She let Ed live once, but for how much longer? How long before she looks into the eyes of her own daughter and realizes she cannot be both a mother and a ruler, that one will have to be sacrificed for the other? There is no telling what she will choose. And there are rumors of something worse lurking beyond the edges of known space. A power older than the Union, older than the Krill, older than any war we have fought. A force that does not care for our politics, our borders, our alliances. It is coming. And when it arrives, we will all have to answer the same question. Can we survive what's next? I don't know what the future holds. Maybe the Union will fall. Maybe the Orville will be destroyed. Maybe we will live to see a day where the Mocklans, the Krill, and the Kaylon all stand together. Not as enemies, but as allies. Or maybe we won't live to see anything at all. But I do know this, the mission isn't over. The stars are still out there waiting to be explored. New worlds, new civilizations, new possibilities we haven't even begun to imagine. And as long as there's an Orville, as long as there's a crew willing to fight for what's right, for what's possible, then the story isn't finished. The future is unknown. But that's what makes it worth chasing. We all do better when we all do better. Together with Talking the Orville. Love you, bye-bye.